1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister launching the Ehsaas Kafalat program in District Mamand says the government is working to provide relief to the downtrodden segments of the society. The National Assembly was informed today that the government is committed to ensure protection and promotion of human rights, especially the rights of women. The Governor of Punjab says extension of GSP Plus status of the country by the European Union augurs well for the national economy. 2 terrorists were killed and a colonel of the Pakistan Army embraced martyrdom during an operation in Dera Ismail Khan today. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 more Kashmiri youths in Shupaiya district today. In Afghanistan, 2 rival leaders, Ashraf Ghani and Abdullah took parallel oaths to the office of the president today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the government is working to provide relief to the downtrodden segments of the society on the pattern of Riyasat-e-Madina, addressing a big public gathering after inaugurating the Ehsaas Kafalat program at Ghalanai and District Mamand this afternoon. He said the government is making its best efforts to decrease the prices of gas and electricity. Imran Khan said provision of jobs to the tribal youth and development of the tribal areas is the top priority of the government. He said olive gardens will be established in Mamand district to get best quality olive oil, while clean drinking water will be provided to tribesmen from the Mamand Dam. Turning to occupied Kashmir, the Prime Minister strongly condemned the siege of 8 million Kashmiris by the Indian forces for the last 7 months. He expressed the hope that Kashmiri people will get their inalienable right to self-determination soon. Regarding Afghanistan, Imran Khan prayed for the success of US-Afghan-Taliban agreement and restoration of peace in Afghanistan as it affects the tribal people as well. The National Assembly was informed today that the government is committed to ensure protection and promotion of human rights with special focus on the rights of women and girls. Responding to a question during question hour, the Minister for Human Rights, Dr. Shireen Mazari, said a toll-free helpline 1099 for legal advice on human rights violations has been established to facilitate women's access to justice under certain laws. She said trained lawyers have been deputed to respond to all such cases online and free of cost. At the outset of the session, the House offered Fatiha for the departed souls of Colonel Mujibur Rahman, who was martyred in an operation against terrorists in Dera Ismail Khan, former Mayor Karachi Niamatullah Khan, passengers who died in various accidents in Skardu Bagh in Azad Kashmir, and those who died in a building collapse in Karachi. The lawmakers prayed to the Almighty Allah to rest the souls of Muslims martyred in Indian-occupied Kashmir at the hands of Indian forces. They also offered Fatiha for Muslims who died of coronavirus across the globe. The Governor of Punjab, Chaudhry Mohammad Sarwar, says the extension of GSP Plus status to the country by the European Union is a big achievement and augurs well for the national economy. Talking to members of the Provincial Assembly, Abdul Aleem Khan in Lahore today, he said Pakistan is getting stronger with every passing day under the leadership of Prime Minister Imran Khan. The Governor said Prime Minister Imran Khan is addressing problems at the grassroots level. A delegation of Denmark, led by the Danish ambassador to Pakistan, Rolf Olmbo, called on the Minister for Maritime Affairs, Ali Haidarzadeh, in Islamabad today. During the meeting, matters relating to bilateral cooperation in the shipping sector came under discussion. The Danish ambassador appreciated the positive steps taken by the government in ease of doing business. The security forces foiled a major terrorist activity in Dera Ismail Khan today. According to ISPR, security forces conducted an intelligence-based operation on a terrorist hideout near Tank. As soon as the troops cordoned off the area, the terrorists opened fire. During the exchange of fire, 2 terrorists were killed, while Colonel Mujibur Rahman embraced martyrdom. During sanitization operation, a large cache of arms and ammunition was also recovered from the terrorist hideout. The President, Dr. Arif Alvi, and Prime Minister Imran Khan have applauded the successful operation of the security forces against the terrorists in Tank Dera Ismail Khan. In a statement, the President said the security forces have stamped out terrorism by rendering immense sacrifices. The Prime Minister, in his statement, also hailed the courage and valor of Colonel Mujibur Rahman, who embraced martyrdom during the operation to foil the sordid designs of the terrorists. He prayed for the departed soul of Colonel Mujibur Rahman. The Chairman Board of Revenue, Zubair Gilani, has resigned from his position. He cited personal reasons for his resignation. This is Radio Pakistan. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 Kashmiri youths during a violent seed and search operation in Shopaiya district today. As the news about the killings of the youth spread in the area, people defied restrictions and came out of their houses to protest against the Indian brutalities. They raised pro-freedom and anti-India slogans. Several people were injured when the troops fired bullets, pellets, and tear gas shells on the protesters. The troops also arrested 3 youths during house raids in Avantipura area of Pulwama district. In India, the top court in Uttar Pradesh has ordered to remove large displays of names, pictures, and addresses of dozens of anti-government protesters amid fears that they encourage attacks by vigilante mobs. The government of Uttar Pradesh has put up 6 hoardings last week in Lucknow, identifying people it says joined in violent protests against a new citizenship law based on religion. The court ordered to remove the posters by the 16th of this month and termed it an unwarranted interference in the privacy of people. In Afghanistan, 2 rival leaders, President Ashraf Ghani and Abdullah Abdullah, took parallel oaths to the office of the president today. President Ashraf Ghani was sworn in for a second term today. However, his rival in a disputed election, Abdullah Abdullah, held his own ceremony at a similar time. Both the leaders claim that they are rightful leader of the country following a disputed election in September last year. The standoff threatens political chaos just days after the United States and the Taliban signed a deal on the withdrawal of American-led international forces. China has called on all the parties to adhere to consultation and dialogue to achieve lasting peace in the Korean peninsula. The call was made by the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Shen Chuang at a daily press briefing in Beijing today, after North Korea launched several short-range projectiles into the Sea of Japan. In Sudan, Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok survived an assassination attempt in Khartoum today. Reports say Hamdok, who was appointed to head a transitional government last year, is well and has been moved to a safe location. The attack came as his government is struggling to manage a severe economic crisis that triggered months of protests. The Hindu community in the country celebrated their annual religious festival Holi today. They sprayed red, yellow, and silver colors on each other to mark the day. Holi is a Hindu religious festival that is celebrated on the full moon day in the Hindu calendar month of Phagan. It is a harbinger of the arrival of spring and end of winter season. The festival is also celebrated as a thanksgiving for a good harvest. The Hindu community on the occasion also prayed for the progress and prosperity of Pakistan. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Imran Khan has felicitated the Hindu community on the occasion of Holi. Today is a rest day in the ongoing Pakistan Super League. In the 24th match of the tournament, Lahore Qalandars will take on Peshawar Zalmi in Lahore tomorrow. The match will start at 1900 hours Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected in North Balochistan and Lower Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And that's the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News official